This is where the highway patrolmen were. The bonfire would have been right about here. We were not aware, but there were patrolmen lined up and down that fence line that started shooting also. We were not aware of that. And that entire embankment was just blue smoke. That's all you could see along it. Probably was still 50 yards away when I heard the first shot. And it was a very definitive shot and then just repetition fire. And we saw the fire truck come up. The highway patrolman kind of disappeared. We had no idea. I figured they were just local officials. And someone made the statement, let's go watch him put the fire out. And from that point, we started slowly moving back this way. Probably was still 50 yards away when I heard the first shot. And it was a very definitive shot and then just repetitious fire. Again, it lasted probably 8 to 10 seconds, but it probably felt like it was an hour. From where we are, I don't really think that you can actually tell where I was. I very possibly would have been on the back end of the building, maybe a quarter of the way down when I actually got hit. We were not aware, but there were patrolmen lined up and down that fence line that started shooting also. We were not aware of that. But as I'm walking along now, I'm starting to kind of get a feel for about where I was when the shooting started. And you keep in mind that this was not here. This was an open field. And I'm feeling it was about this spot. When I fell, I knew that I was facing that building and I was looking towards the embankment. And that entire embankment was just blue smoke. That's all you could see along it. When I finally came to my senses and I looked back, there was almost nobody back on the far side here. Now, if you look back, the building that's draped, we're doing some repair work on that building now. That's Noman Hall. That was the freshman dormitory. That entire side of that building was just riddled with bullets. It was at that building that Delano Middleton was standing. And we're probably still 100 yards away from there now when he was shot and killed, waiting for his mom. He was actually standing on the porch of that building. But the entire side of that building, probably if we could get close to it now and take a look, we could actually see bullet holes in the building. And this kid was just waiting for a ride. It's amazing. But he was nowhere really even close to what was going on. You know, from where I am now, it was almost a diagonal walk back to the infirmary. Because passing Roman Hall, again, there was not a lot of activity outside, but I kind of followed the flow of people. And they were headed down this main street and then turning at the end of Manning Hall. And once I made that turn, it was very evident that everybody was headed toward the infirmary.
At this time, I'm going to ask the survivors to come up to the podium and join us. Those persons who were present on the night of this tragedy, would you come to the platform, please?
doing?
How you doing, man?
How you doing? Good to see you.
You know that. This is kind of a home, bittersweet homecoming. You know,
Bobby Eaddy still got a bullet in it. So I'm at my legislature. It's a very emotional experience for me. To see those individuals that I saw in hospitals that night that are doing well.
I try to recognize those things which I can do and change.
My name happens to be on this one.